Hello, hello. Okay, so nice to see all of you. We have some new faces, at least for me, that I don't recall seeing.
I do not recall any of them either. Welcome.
Welcome. If it is your first time with us today, if you can have just some paper and a pencil, something to draw with, okay, right by you.
Pencil.
Those of you that were here before, right, we were working on portraits, all right? And in working on our portraits, I want you to bring those out and have your drawing utensil and your paper, okay?
I'll come back.
Okay.
All right, so real quick, let's review a little bit of what we did last week.
I got it.
I know that we had some detailed drawings, and because we are working on portraits, what is the main focus for our portraits? What have we been putting a lot of time and effort into learning from last week and the week before? I know I've got some vocal people out here. Let me know, or write in the chat what you remember from last week. Anybody at all? Oh goodness, you guys wake up. It's after noon.
Yes, the face.
The face.
What about the face do you remember us doing?
Brows,
and ears, right? So brows and ears. No.
Abdul Bakar and Kai, thank you.
Let me spotlight really quick.
Mouth.
So Candace is showing us just her portrait, right? So some of the things we worked on. So lips, nose, mouth, hair. Well, we're getting into hair today.
We are gonna do more with our hair today. Is it okay if you do the portrait online? Yes, Ronald, absolutely. If you have a digital medium you want to use, you're good to go. Okay?
All right. So what we're going to do today is focus on hair, okay? So we all have different types of hair. Some of us have long hair, short hair. Some of us have braids, curly hair. There's all types of hair.
Like, welcome to the lesson of many different hairs. So we try to make as many chibis as possible that would identify with different hair types. So as you can see, we have our little chibis up top and in the middle and at the bottom in different sections. 3 main sections that we're going to be working with today are straight hair, wavy curly hair, and afros and braids, as well as fades. So that's actually 4.
Yeah.
So what would we like to start with today?
So let's start off with some long straight hair, okay? If you need us to pause at any moment, okay, maybe we're moving too fast, maybe you have a question right in the middle, we want to encourage you to write your question in the chat, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So write your question in the chat and either me or Miss Avocado will answer that question, okay? Sound good, everyone?
Thumbs up if we are ready to go. We have our materials. We're sitting in front of the screen.
Yep, there we go.
We're good. Okay.
All right, so
let's begin.
Yep.
I'm gonna hold you guys up so you can see what Mrs. Butler will be doing.
So we're gonna start off with some long straight hair. Now, me and Miss Avocado do have different ways of going about it, but we both have very useful tips that you can use. You can pick and choose which one you'd like to use, okay? All right, so we're gonna start on this pre-drawn head, okay? We have our shape of our face here, right? Now, I'm just gonna focus on the hair, not the details of the face. So with long, straight hair, I wanna think about the shape of the hair first, right? We're not drawing hair right at the edge of our face, because that's not where it is in real life, okay? We have some space, there's depth. So I'm going to go a little bit above, and let's say the part is gonna be in the middle, okay? I'm gonna just do a little part. in the middle. And I'm going to go one half of the hair, okay, starting down around the shape of the face and coming down past the shoulders. Now I'm gonna just leave it there just to give you that sense. Let me make it a little bit
Yeah.
darker.
It's the lighting.
Yeah, sorry about that. So we have the shape of the hair. Notice there's no wave, right? This is just a straight shape around the face, okay?
Mhm.
Doing the same for the other side, right? Shaping it,
Mhm. Oh, may I just say,
yes.
boys and girls, if you are interested in doing different types of portraiture, then definitely do a sketch study page like what we have. Otherwise, if you're just trying to do your hair, then you can wait. But we suggest learning different types if you want to get more invested in portraiture.
Got it.
So here's one of them.
So now that I've made the shape of the hair, the outer end, I'm going to work towards the inside. So again, I'm not going to start at this edge. I'm going to bring it down a little more because remember, this is where our eyes, okay, would go. Just to show you. So this is where our eyes would go, just showing, right? So I'm going to now add the shape of the hair towards the front. So let's say it wisps, right? And it's going around the inner part of the face and it's coming down. So can y'all see that? I think that's dark enough, right?
Mhm.
All right, and then I'm doing the same for the other side. So coming down, let it wisp this way.
Quadwell said, "Oh my God."
All right, so now that I have the shape of my hair, now I can start to add the texture.
Mhm.
All right, so because I'm gonna use this as an example, here is the part in the middle. I don't wanna leave that line because that's a harsh line that doesn't exist when we part our hair, right?
Would you like the eraser?
Yeah.
It's right here.
Got it. So I'm going to erase the lines that I do not need so that you see this better. And then,
If the hair is in front of the arms or behind it, like what would we do? Maybe one side in front, one behind?
Yeah. So if the hair is in front, we are going to define this a little bit better. So if the hair is towards the front, okay, we may not want such a harsh line. Maybe it'll be a much lighter line, right? How does that look so far?
Mhm.
Pretty good. And then if it is behind, we're gonna erase this.
And then just put the arm.
There we go. And then let's say it can continue here.
Yeah, because the hair is long, and so you want to make sure you capture it behind the arm as well at the bottom. So there you go. That's the long, straight hair.
Yeah. So adding this bit of texture, I'm going to create straight lines, okay? Straight long marks, okay? Following that shape, they can be close together or further apart. And then as I get to the other side, my marks are not touching.
And why is that, Miss Butler?
So they aren't touching because there is that part in the middle, okay? And it also creates that highlight. So if I had, for instance, my hair parted, this would be considered a highlight. So we're
Is it
not
a-
gonna have them touch.
Is it the highlight from the hairline of like your scalp?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
and this would be straight hair.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Here you go, guys. She got some volume. All right. Any questions, or are we ready to move on to the next one? Thumbs up if we're
I see
okay.
lots of thumbs up. Sally's ready. Nirvana's ready.
Yeah, and just remember, like, it's a portrait, so you're using the straight hair if you have straight hair yourself,
Yes.
but they're gonna get to all the other textures soon.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Yadaberry.
Yes, let's keep it moving. All right, you want to do this one, or shall I?
Ronald, what's your question?
This one.
Can I share my drawing I made on pixel art?
You made a pixel art?
Yeah,
Ooh, yeah. What do you got?
it was kind of a pumpkin, like a human pumpkin, holding a skull.
Ooh, I like.
Starting to get into the you're trying to starting to get into the abstract already.
Kai says.
Yes. So Kai, if you have your own way of drawing hair that you feel comfortable with, you may use that method, okay?
As long as it renders the type of hair that you have, and so it represents you, it looks like you, it's your portrait, that's good.
So can I share my pixel art?
Yes, Ronald, go right ahead.
Wait. Is he able to share? Wait. Yes, Ronald.
Try it now.
Oh.
Oh. Spoopy. It's spoopy.
Yeah, it is.
I like it though.
Yeah, Ronald, I like it too. I want you
Yeah.
to try to start a drawing though. There's gonna be a portrait of you, Ronald. So I
Okay.
want you to start a portrait like that's gonna represent you. That's gonna be very realistic and looks just like you. All right.
Okay.
But this is some stuff that you keep in your portfolio, you know?
Okay.
Definitely save it, okay, Ronald?
Okay. It's already saved.
Good.
Awesome. All right, so let's spotlight. There we go.
All right. So the next type of hair that we will be making is layered but straight hair. Okay, and what we mean by layered is usually you have the shorter pieces towards the
Yeah.
front, and then it gets longer, longer, longer as you reach the back of your hair, the back of your head. Okay.
So mine is layered and curly, but
Yeah.
we're gonna show you layered straight right now.
Okay. So
So my way of drawing is kind of the same as when we start with the head, which is these multiple circles. We do a lot of like line work to get to that complete circle. The hair is about the same. So with the layers, usually when they do layers, they part it like asymmetrical, which means not right in the middle. So like my hair is asymmetrical now. I give myself that little line right there to prove that's where my hairline is going to start. And then I go over with multiple lines. And then as you can see from this point where this hair stops, I'm going to now continue making lines going down like that. So I stop at certain points from the beginning of the hairline, and I don't go all the way down, but I make other lines that complete the layers. And then after that, I'm going to make what is the front of the hairline at the top, right here, by your forehead. And so sometimes we have hair that comes out like this and it doesn't go down and cover your forehead like this. So I'm going to show you guys a little trick to do that, and it looks like this. It's like you're almost like you're tracing this What's
Oh,
going on?
Prisha says you may be going a little too fast.
Sorry, Prisha. I'll
Do you have a question before so we can maybe take a step back?
Mm-hmm. Where do you feel lost?
Like when you're going the lines down.
Oh, can you pull up her screen? I want to see where she's at.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. All right. So let's go back. So right here, I drew this line, which is where my hairline is going to start. I'm going to make it darker so you can see it. And then from there, I'm going to go around. And I'm going to make my straight layers. And it's the same way that we did the first one, in that you do not touch the top of the head, you just go around it and trace around it.
Okay.
And then when you trace around it, instead of going all the way down, you're just doing little pencil strokes like that. And the first layer is short and on top.
Hey, stop thinking. I can't feel.
The scalp here, but underneath it.
Oh, you guys, your sound was out for a while. Now they hear you, but you have to go back. I think it's like covered with something. Now it's fine. Now it's fine.
Okay. Sorry. One moment. Okay. Now we go.
Okay, so now that you have this trace, you just flip the hair out. And again, you put little layers like this to complete it. And it's also giving you that the texture that you need. And once you have that, you erase the top where the top of the head is. And I'm gonna erase my line. And then I'm going to complete my highlight where my scalp is. The same way that Mrs. Butler did, where I part the hair. And if you can see, can you bring it a little closer? Yeah. I'm doing very round lines. I'm not just going flat like this. I'm going around because the hair has volume. And that's your layered straight hair. Any questions? Thumbs up if we're good for the next one. Question? Yes, Noah.
Yeah.
Beautiful question.
Is like the streaks for the hair for like every hairstyle, like for the streaks that were just done for that type of hairstyle, is that supposed to be for every hairstyle or just one?
No.
Just that one.
Think of it like whatever the texture of your hair is, that's the type of line that's gonna go inside. So right now we're doing the straight because it's one of the easier like line strokes to follow. But then once we finish, because we're gonna do short,
We'll
we have
go into curly and wavy.
And you'll see how the difference in how we make the line changes the look of the hair.
So it'll be different for each type of hair. So we'll go from wavy to curly, and then there's a completely different texture and line for afros and braids. And then there's different texture and lines for fades. Okay, fades are those like
Very close
close to
cut.
the yeah, very close cut hairdos.
So the lines fit the hairstyle. Excellent.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna repeat that again. The lines fit the hairstyle. That's exactly right, Noah. Okay, so.
And Kai wants to share a narrative self-portrait that she's making right now.
Ooh, please, please, please share with
Yes.
us. Where are you, Kai? Here we are. I'm gonna spotlight you. Hi, Kai. Oh, wow.
That is beautiful.
It is beautiful. I love the additional background that you already got there. That's
I
really
love the background colors as well.
Yeah.
It almost remind me like of a lava lamp.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of good movement in there. It really keeps the eye moving around the image. That's nice. Thank you for sharing. All right. Moving forward, we're gonna do short straight hair. You want to take this one?
Sure. Okay. So, I'll use this.
Oh, that's yours.
All right. So with short straight hair, we're still going with this same method of we're making the shape and the part first, and then adding the texture and that inner shape after. Okay. So let me see. Straight. I'll do asymmetrical for this one. All right. So asymmetrical, here's my part, okay, which I'll erase later, but this is just a guide. All right. And then I'm thinking of the shape, the outer shape. So let me, I'm thinking more like a
Are you
halo.
thinking? I was thinking of like the in my head the spike kind of, because when straight hair is short, it really like sticks up.
Yeah. So maybe bring it in.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to bring in almost like another round, but still pretty straight path line. Okay, and then maybe another here on the other end of our part. We got volume too. I like this volume.
Miss Butler, can I show mine?
Who's that?
Me, Kwaku.
Sure. Show
Yeah.
us.
We'll pause right here. Yes.
Yes. Let me take a look. Where are you?
Kwaku.
It's here somewhere. I'm gonna find him.
Kwaku, one moment. We're just looking for your screen. There's so many of you on our screen right now. There we
Oh,
go.
he's sharing the screen.
Oh,
Oh, because
oh.
it's digital. Wow. Look at you.
I like this hairline and this texture you got for the hair.
I do. I want when we get to fades, I want you to take a look and pay attention, because I think you already have an idea of what we're gonna do, but just to be sure, I want you to listen when we get to that. Okay? Sound good to you?
It's like a okay, that's good.
But you're on track. You're on track for sure. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So, it definitely does spike when you have short curly hair. So here I am.
Straight.
Yeah. Oh, straight. Sorry. Straight short hair. I'm thinking like short.
I know we're already thinking about our hair
Yeah.
and the kids' hair. Like we have a lot of you guys who have wavy, curly, coily hair.
So we're adding these short marks. And you can sort of start to add that inner shape. I'm like, what is happening here? And then I'm going to continue that for the other side. Oop, that was a curly line. I don't want that. And it does tend to spike. I'm trying to get it to spike. All right.
I'm thinking of the hairs that if I could
Yeah.
help you out. I'm thinking of the hair that I got my pencil. So like Ms. Butler already made the hairline that gets split. And so some of it goes down to the side, like what she's doing here. And it straightens out like this. I think like usually it'll cut by the ear right here.
Yeah.
And then some of it will like spike up at the top because it's straight and it kind of doesn't fall in with everything else. So it comes up. And then the other little bits that are cut short will be like this.
Yeah, that was the shape I was trying to go for.
Yeah, I definitely saw it happening. And I think the spikes just kind of sit. And sometimes the spikes are out because the top layer is really long, but that's what we get with our straight hair.
Yeah.
Thumbs up. Oh, we got a new message. How do you make a ponytail? Oh, Sally, thank you for asking that question. If it's a frontal image like this, I'll draw a little one right over here. Another chibi. And this is kind of similar for the other hair textures as well, because everyone has a way of getting the flat top in the front. So what ends up happening, depending on how much, like if you have bangs or if you have just like what me and Mrs. Butler have, which is just like long hair, you're going to do a layer instead of a hairline that sits and you cross it this way, you do where it would be, if it's like a high ponytail from the front, you can see it, you put it right there. And that's where your hairband would be. And it pulls your hair up. And from there, you draw around. And it's a little closer to the scalp, right? And then if you have like, I don't know if you can see, but I have like baby hairs and a lot of people do. How do you make bangs? We're gonna do that too.
Let's draw the ponytail first, and then we'll show
yeah,
you
let's
how
draw
to add the bangs.
Yeah, let's draw the flat ponytail first, and then from there, from this look, we can make bangs once you understand. So I know, I need to stand up for these.
Okay.
So right now I have the scalp here, and I had my line, and from there I drew my hair around, and then right now I'm doing little baby hairs in the front. And then once I have that, with straight hair, it's gonna come down as if you can't really see it. And this is also how a bun would be.
Yep. You know, styling the bun.
But the bun would just sit like that. Meanwhile, the ponytail, like if you have long hair and it's a ponytail, you would see it on the sides like this. So you would kind of follow your line down here, making sure that it shows up.
Yeah.
And here's like, you would see the neck from here.
So
And
sadly,
then-
you would see the rubber band. You see a little part where the hair would be, but then the hair kind of continues down.
And then you would erase, like if you traced it from here to here and went down so it would be in the right spot, you just erase those little extra lines.
And now you have
And
a
that's-
ponytail.
That's a straight ponytail if you have no bangs and you pull all the hair back. If you have bangs, depending on the type of bangs, if you have frontal bangs like this, you would kind of measure it real quick and then draw lines that go to that measurement.
Yeah.
Maybe they come out like that.
And that would be how you draw bangs, Candace, okay? So these would be your bangs. You add kind of like, make an imaginary line, if you will, right where your forehead would
Where it
be,
would
where
stop.
they ends. And then you add those lines in the front.
Mm-hmm. Are we
There we
good?
go. Yeah, Candace wrote okay. There we
All right,
go.
so bangs. and ponytail. Thank you guys for asking those questions because we're trying to get everybody's hair into this lesson today. And what time is it? Okay, we're in a good spot.
All right. So now that we've gone over long straight hair, layered straight hair, and then short straight hair, as well as bangs and ponytails, now we're going to move into wavy and curly hair. So wavy and curly hair, just like Miss Avocado has, right? The waves, the curls.
I think, what would you call this? 2B?
Yeah.
2B. It's called 2B on the spectrum of curls and
All right. So with this, okay, we are going to, do you want me to do, I'll do this one.
yeah, the
Yeah.
long one.
All right, so with long curly or wavy hair, okay,
That
same way.
Miss Butler has when she's not wearing a bun.
Yeah. So with long wavy or curly hair, we want to continue starting with the part and the shape of the hair on the outside of the head, okay? So I'll go asymmetrical for this, right? And here's my part. Now the shape of the waves or curls are specific to your style of waves and curls, okay? I'll do what mine look like, because I have a little bit of a mix. And so here's where the line changes, Noah, okay? So it won't be straight. You are going to sort of have a curved or wavy and curly line. I'm gonna go, this one is behind.
Emily, we're gonna get to braids down here. Okay, so just hold on.
And then bringing that around. This one is gonna be in front of it. Okay.
Definitely gotta make that dark.
Yeah, I know. I got
Yeah.
it. Where's the eraser? Sorry.
Oh, where did it go?
Got
Oh, right here.
it. So I'm gonna make it darker so that we can all see, right? So my curls definitely have this shape to them. All right, we're going with the shape on the outer end first. I went asymmetrical with the part. I'm showing you what they look like with them in front versus behind. All right, then I'm going to do the inner shape. So my curls still come in front of my face when it's not in a bun. So I'm going to make that shape here. Making it a little darker so that you can see. All right, they kind of go, my ears kind of pick out some time, right?
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna continue that here. They don't come out as much there. But notice how the lines are not straight, they are curly, okay? So think of squiggles or coils. All right, now I'm going to erase what I don't need anymore. All right, so I'm erasing that part. Don't need that part anymore. Okay. Now, the texture on the inside of where my curls are, or waves are, I'm going along with the shape, okay? So I'm making these short marks to go in with the texture, okay? Now, as it starts to coil and curve, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to have a line that parts it. I'm going to create a highlight. So what I'll do is I'll begin to separate. Notice how these two lines, these two sets of lines are not touching, okay? But I'm going along with the shape that I started with, okay? And I'm gonna keep doing the same here. Notice two sets of lines not touching, okay? Let me bring it a little closer so you all can see. So
Because-
notice I'm making these spaces, and that is where that shine comes in.
Because a lot of times when you have like waves or curls, the light sits on one side of that. And it happens for straight hair too. Straight hair can also have highlights, shines that break up the look of the images.
Oh, making a new
I
hairstyle,
made
Noah.
a new style. Cool.
I'll actually show
So yeah, so she'll show you a little bit from the long hair.
long and straight, right? So let's say these lines are not touching, but there's
a
some
break.
highlights.
There's some highlight there.
Okay, same thing here. They won't touch, but there's some highlights.
Okay. So now we're gonna do layered, wavy, curly hair.
Yes.
Hopefully
So
it doesn't
Miss
break.
Avocado has a layered and wavy and curly hair.
Yeah, so you see here, I have curls, and then in the back, like there's some waves that don't coil, but I do have a lot of little coils in the front. So with my layers, I'm going to pick a spot. Sometimes, and I'm gonna do a center one because sometimes we can split the curls like that. So from there, I'm going to start at the top. My coils come down from the bottom. So like some of my hair looks really like straight at the top. And then my coils will start around here.
To answer your question, Kai, yes. And we will take pictures and we'll send them to you so that if you want to continue your practice at a later time, you can, okay?
And just like with the layers at the top, I'm going to stop certain layers from continuing. So that's where the end of my first layer is. And then from there, I'm going to make more curls coming down from the middle of the head, right where the eyes are. As you can see, my lines, they do continuously overlap. And I'll-
Excuse me, can I share my screen?
That you, Quadwell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Share your screen with us.
Yes, so Quadwell, we're gonna pause right here. Yes, you may share your screen and then we'll resume with Miss Avocado showing the layered curly or wavy technique. Ooh.
Oh, okay. I like that you're using like the brushy, smudgy pencil to like really get that texture. That looks really cool.
It's not really appropriate. It's actually my character inside.
Oh. Well, see, then it's good that you came to class today because that helps with you. You can make up as many different hairstyles for different characters that you want. Very nice. Thank you for sharing.
Welcome.
So again, with the bangs, or is that from earlier? I think that is from earlier.
Yeah, it's from
Yeah.
earlier.
So now doing curlies, I'm going to do the front that has this little lift because the curls also have a lift. I don't know if you can really see it today. On the days when I like, it's a fresh wash day, you can see this little, oh, there we go, right there. You see this little lift that's going on right now with my hair? I want a little lift for my friends here. And so it curls like this. And then it comes down in front of the face. And so now what we're gonna do is we're going to erase
The
what
lines
we don't need, which is our head. We don't see our bald head anymore. And then I'm going to start making the lines that come out at the top. Same thing as Ms. Butler from the scalp. There's going to be these little lines to show off the highlight. And sometimes they'll loop and dip. And other times, like around the end, in order to give off the perception of a lot of hair, I'm just gonna do little ends to close the hair. So you see, I'm not doing the whole line all the way down. I'm just giving the edges that show, because a lot of times you'll see like the curls in unison and then you'll just see these little bits at the bottom. So that's what I'm doing right now with my person here. I'm just doing the little bits that kind of stick out at the bottom. And when I'm ready with having the top and the bottom, I'll go back in and maybe add some highlights like this. I'm following the lines that I already drew to make different curls and waves.
Like zoom in.
Thank you. That come around. And so you see like these random highlights, that's a lot of what's present in this curly hair. Sometimes they're in unison and sometimes they spread out the highlight like that. So here's some unison, united curls that they follow one curl pattern, and here's some curls that are kind of all over the place. Yeah. We have a new message. To show shine or shade.
That's right, Noah.
That is right.
To show some shine or shade.
All right. So there's our wavy, there's our a little more curly, and now we have the short curls, which sometimes can, when you pull it and stretch it out, you'll see how long those curls are.
Yeah.
So would you like to do this one? Or would you like me to do a little bit? Okay.
Yeah.
I have an obsession with drawing portraits, so I'm usually the one testing all the hairstyles. So with this one, we're gonna give her or him a lovely little short bob that sits at the top, and maybe we'll test out a little tapered fade on the sides, okay? So pay attention. So with this one, we're gonna start with the hairline, because even if it sits at the top, you can still split the top. So we'll do an asymmetrical one. And from there, we're not going to do one line that goes around because the hair's not coming down. The curls like to sit up a lot on top of the head. And so for this, we're going to do a bunch of little lines that show you the curls. And these are gonna be a little more springy. So real quick, I'm just going to springs. They look like little, like if I can make it bigger in this section right here, like little spirals like that, but small because they are on the small. Some of them do fall down like this, but most of them kind of sit up. And when we get to this area, maybe some of them fall in front of the face. And as you can see, I'm not really going inside on top of the head yet. I'm just trying to get the surrounding shape. It's probably what my son would look like. And then once I have that, I'm going to give certain, I'm not going to make these little lines anymore. I'm going to smudge it around very closely. And you see my hand is still moving in that coily motion, but it's more smudged to create the volume. All right.
I'm learning too. I'm like, this is nice.
But the coil, because the little coils come around and they sit outside, they sit outside, you have to, instead of doing a straight outline, you have to outline it with the ones that stick out, because that's how the hair moves. Now, having this little curly top, I want to just give a nice little fade right here. And the way I do that is I take my pencil, I create the fade, and if you have something like this,
Or a Q-tip.
or a Q-tip that you would use for your ear, you'd use it to smudge the fade.
Nice. And I'll get a close up on that.
And you get a close up of that, and maybe there's a little bit on the other side. And that's that.
So it's just a little smudge on the sides of the face.
I see all these little cute little faces. I'm wondering if it's cute because they're like, oh, that's adorable. I don't know. What do you guys think? Thumbs up if we're feeling this little curly Q.
How are we feeling about this curly short do? Pretty good?
Jax, it looks like your hair.
Yeah, it does. You have curls
I think
at the top.
these kind of sit a little more this way, but your curls are sitting right on top.
Yeah.
I think even she has more fro. So let's
Yeah.
move on to that fro. Okay.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah, maybe that's
So, no, it's okay. We'll fix that. So now we've gone over long, straight hair,
long layered hair, bangs and
short-
ponytails,
Yep.
short hair.
And then some long, wavy or curly hair, layered, wavy or curly hair, and then a short, wavy or curly hair. Now we are going to move into afros and braids. And then for the very end, we will go and work on fades, which Miss Avocado already showed, just a little bit of that technique. So we're going to be learning more about that smudging technique there, okay? All these cute little faces in there.
Owen, why do you're giving me frustrated faces. Why?
Owen, are we frustrated? What's going on?
I am not. You just like that face. You're like the wide. All right, so moving forward, would you like to do the big afro, or should I show you how I want it?
Yeah,
Should I show you?
I'll see the first one and then I'll do the second.
Have you done these yet?
I feel like I've done short ones before. but
Short
never
ones?
like the big
Oh,
ones.
the
Yeah.
big ones. Okay, so the big ones. So remember how I told you, like, when you have these little coil curls, how they do stick out instead of having a straight line that takes up the head? Instead of having a straight line that takes up the head, you have these little hairs that may stick out of the fro. And so depending on how big the fro is, I'm not gonna make it like the ginormous 70s one, but definitely it's gonna come
Where it
out.
has some volume.
It's gonna come out and have some volume around, maybe right here. Now in cartoons, you see this line, right? And that's a fro. But with realistic images, you use that line to find where the volume is around the head. And then, like what we did with the coils, like the little coil curls over here, you give it some definition. I do very tiny squigglies. They look like this. If you could see them big, it would look like that. And it comes all the way around. And I think it actually would go more like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stretch it out a little more.
Oh, that's the thing too.
Oh. And following this line.
So following that line that Miss Avocado is using as a guide.
Mm-hmm. And boys and girls, if this is your hair type, think of it like a halo.
Yeah.
A beautiful halo. And all you need is the texture. And so you put the texture on the outside the same way we did with our coily curls, so that we can define the halo.
Nice.
Thank you. Now I'm just gonna erase the one that was a little too short. And from there, I believe sometimes it sits in front of the forehead and sometimes it doesn't. I'm gonna do one that kind of sits, that sits up. And so the same thing from your forehead, which is right here.
Hey, I think Natalie has a question.
Ooh, where are we? What's up, Natalie? Oh, I see you have your hand up. Go ahead.
Hi, Natalie.
Natalie?
Yeah, I was thinking if you can do it like the second one you did, but like curly. I'm not sure how you do that.
This one?
Oh, yeah.
Natalie, you got curly hair now?
No, but I want to try it out.
Oh, like just for practice?
Yeah.
Got it.
So you see, it's kind of almost like you could see the steps with the long hair because Mrs. Butler left it open. And so what you do is you make the hairline that's up here, and from there you do your waves. But the difference between this one and this one is that because the curls are more close and spiraled, you give them closer little ridges around, the little rounds that come down this way. And then when you do the inside, at the top where there's less spirals, you do very similar highlights like the long hair, but at the end, you give it more of these little curls for the bottom, and you wave it around following the outside and the inside and have them overlap. So your pencil will like this, let's say it starts out this way and on the other side it goes in this way. You would have them overlap to create these different directions that your curls go in, but you'll have this highlight from where they pick the light. JA, you want to show us your work? Sure. Share your screen or hold up your work. Natalie, I hope that answered your question. Did that work for you?
Yeah, thank you.
No problem. All right.
Okay.
Now where's JA? JA, here you are. Show us your work, JA.
Okay.
Can you see it?
Looking for you right now, J.A.
Right here, right here.
Oh,
Or
mm,
it's on, is it on your, is it the image? Oh, there it is.
oh, there we go. Okay, wait, let's
Oh.
spotlight you. Add a spotlight. Okay, wait.
J.A.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go. The screen showing. Oh, wow. Wonderful.
Yes.
Okay, I like it. I think the sides need a little more volume out this way. Like if you started the line around here, just give it a little more, but I think it looks really good. Oh, okay.
Got it.
All right, so going back to our fro, because we can maybe be here another 10 minutes, a little over. So after we're doing the fro that comes up, all right? Sometimes your coils come down, but for this one, we're having them stand up. And the same thing that you did with the outside, you do for the forehead on the inside. And from there, I'm gonna take my blending stick or
Q-tip.
your Q-tip, and then I'm going to rub the texture in. So sometimes you may have to go over the lines again to get a little more definition in the front.
Ah, so Antonio and Christopher, their brother wants to show their drawing.
Oh, please,
Yes.
please do. I have to use a bigger stuff.
There we go. So she's smudging. Okay, Antonio and Christopher, we're gonna spotlight your screen, okay?
So you can see what you're doing. Oh, cute.
Yes.
Move over here.
Okay. We're spotlighting. Give us one moment. Okay. Now you can show it. You wanna show it? Okay, you gotta bring it closer.
Yeah,
so
you
we
gotta
can
come
see.
close.
Come on in. Come close so we can see. Oh.
Oh.
Nice. I can tell with the smudging. See, some practice with the smudging.
Mm-hmm. I also see you're getting the straight hair down. That looks cute.
Nice job.
So yeah, so here's our big fro. Thank you guys for sharing.
He's so happy.
All right, so that's our bigger afro, and then Mrs. Butler is gonna show the shorter afro, and then we're gonna have braids
Braids?
here. We're gonna have something close to like the thicker box braids, and then we're going to have the thinner braids.
Got it. All right, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and show the shorter afro. So similar to what Miss Avocado did, okay, we're gonna create our halo shape, okay? Except this halo is gonna be a little closer to the head, so it'll be a little smaller and not as far away. All right, so let's bring it a little closer to the head. I'll make the line just a little dark so that everyone can see. All right. So we have our halo around, okay? And just like Miss Avocado had said, we're adding those little coiled motions on the end to give it that texture, okay? So just along the ends.
Oh no, I had to leave.
Oh. All right.
Isaiah wants to show us his.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes, Isaiah. So I'll pause right here, okay? Isaiah, we're gonna take a look at your screen. Let us just find your screen. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Adding
That's
spotlight.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay.
So I like
see.
that you're adding that volume to the hair, right? That-
Very nice. Let me see. Do you have that volume now with your hair?
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, you got a little bit.
Yeah.
You got to get your widow's peak.
Yeah, you
That's
gotta
the
get
shape
that
that-
shape, that inside.
It's on
yeah.
your forehead.
Did.
Oh, you
Like,
did?
yeah, he's adding it.
He's adding it now. Nice. Thank you. Wonderful.
Thank you, Isaiah, for sharing that with us.
That was cool.
All right, I'm adding some small little coils. I like these little coil marks. This is fun. All right, and then I think I'll have them going up. So
I think a majority of them do go up unless
Yeah.
your texture is somewhere in between.
yeah. So I'm going to add some texture towards the inside to show that they're going up. Okay. Going inward.
Bring it really close so they can see.
And then with our Q-tip or blending stump, we are going to continue that coiled motion and add that texture in the inner part of the hair. Like this. I like this stump.
Thank you. I think, didn't you give me this?
No, I think it's did.
No, they did give me this.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing? Does anyone want to tell us, like, if they're struggling or if they have something they enjoyed?
Ah, it's a cute little. I like the cute little fro.
Nirvana is good. How's everyone else? Is there like a thumbs up that we're okay? Or is there like, ooh, this is a little challenging for me?
Meh.
Meh.
Okay.
I see some people want to share though.
Ooh, Sally.
Sally, would you like to share with us?
I see Noah, Jax want to share. I see a few people want to share.
Okay, so Sally, and then we got Noah. And
Show
then
us,
Jax.
Sally.
Sally, hold it up. Ooh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Different characters. I watch on YouTube and I see them like two to three characters. They have like sisters. One is bad and one is good.
Oh, I can tell from like
yeah.
the eye you got there.
That's really
Nice.
cool. I like that. Thumbs up. Isaiah's good. Jax is good. Prisha said
Thank-
good. Good.
Nice, Sally. So thank you for sharing that with us. We're gonna spotlight Noah and then Jax.
Where is Noah?
Noah.
Natalie has her
Okay,
hand up
Noah.
too.
Oh.
I think he got disconnected, unfortunately.
Where is Noah? Okay.
So let's move to Natalie. 'Cause
Oh, Jax.
Jax and Natalie.
Jax, then Natalie. Yeah.
Okay. Jax, where are you?
Jax right there.
Here you are. Show us what
Hey.
you're working on.
We're gonna add a spotlight. Hold it up, buddy.
Please.
Please.
Pretty please. With a cherry on top.
Jax.
Jax, you're not gonna show us?
He's like, wait.
He's like, patience. Jax, would you like us to come back later?
I think maybe he's focused.
He
Yeah.
looks very focused.
He's
Yeah, you look
focused,
like
yeah.
you're working really hard. So we're gonna go and ask Natalie
Yeah.
to show us her work.
Natalie.
Where are you, Natalie?
Well, actually, I didn't really need to show my work. I was just gonna say that, something I enjoyed.
Oh.
Oh, what are you
Okay.
enjoying so far?
I enjoyed all like the hairstyles, and I'm really into that because like I've tried like different hairstyles too, but yeah.
Nice. So I'm glad that you're enjoying learning about these different hairstyles.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope that, you know, you get to try some of these hairstyles and you pick the ones that you like. And yeah.
We have 2 more to do, and then we're done for today. So we're going a little. Oh, he said he does not want to share. Okay.
That's okay, Jax.
Oh, yeah, Jax, don't worry about it. That's fine. We thought you raised your hand. That's our fault.
It's okay.
So we're gonna go into braids now.
Yeah.
Now braids, just so you know, these are gonna be the thicker braids, but when it comes to the shape of a braid, even if let's say you have hair like this and then you have a low braid down here, or like a ponytail and then the braid comes out here, you would do the same shape in that section for the braid.
Yeah.
So I'm going to move my leg. Is this in the way?
Got it.
And then from here, I'm going to do the thick ones that are at the top.
Mhm.
So first I want to know where my braids are going to be. Now let's do maybe 3 or 4 thick braids. So I'm gonna have one here, one here, one, let's put it here, 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 and here. So I'm going to erase the other ones that I'm not using. So the middle one, no. And this one here, no. They're evenly spaced out. That's really nice. Next, I'm going to get the outline of the shape. And so I'm going to start with, believe it or not, it looks like a little rectangle. And it goes over the lines. Can you guys see that?
Let me bring it a little closer. I'll zoom in a little. There we go. All right. So we're adding those lines and then those little rectangles. Remember, she's just using it as a guide.
Mm-hmm. And then next, once I have the little squares, I'm going to make the shape of what the braid does on the outside. So on the outside, it's going to make these round motions like this. So for the top, all you can really see is the first round motion. It's like parentheses. Think like parentheses. So that when you erase, or even if you want to use the pencil to smudge, you have to get rid of that inside line.
Oh, I like that.
And once you do, so let's say these are some long ones, you would see them come behind with the same shape. But I'm going to draw a line first to show where they would be. Maybe you can only see the outside come out. And then I would do many parentheses. So these are really thick, so they're nice big round parentheses. And then there's like always like a little round circle at the bottom. Boop. And then using the pencil, instead of erasing it, I'm going to smudge it into the color to give it texture. Now, there's also, when it comes to these braids, your head is not bald in these sections. You have almost like the hair is being pulled, and so it gives you like a fade. And so you smudge the in-betweens. And these would right where your ear would be. Sometimes you have little accent braids on the sides. And so they would come from the fade. Maybe I put one here and another line here. And they would have smaller parentheses and little boops. So here's my little parentheses and my little boops. And then I smudge. All right, so those are some braids, some bigger, thicker braids. Would you like to do the thin braids?
Sure.
Natalie says we have to go.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 2:14. It's late. I think we just wanted to get these done. So if
maybe
you,
just doing a fade and then we'll.
yeah, let's just do the fade and then we're done for today.
Yeah.
So me or you?
I think both of us. We can both go
Yeah.
in there. All right.
I'm gonna, I think just do the shape.
Okay.
And then you can do the.
The smudging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with the fade, because it's so close to the head, it kind of has just these very simple effects where
Mhm.
it's an outline and then a smudge.
Sorry, some of the kids are privately messaging me that they have to go. Just letting you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the same
Okay.
message too. This
Okay,
is
sorry.
the last one we're gonna.
All right.
Okay.
So we're just gonna do the outline where a lot of them have the straight line over the head. It kind of follows the shape of your head, and then you have the square
So
sides.
it's your hairline. Yep.
And then your ear right here. And once you do that, you're just gonna smudge the inside.
All right. So you take your smudge tool, your blending stump, or your Q-tip if you have a Q-tip. All right. And so inside you are smudging. All right. So you're adding this fade. I'm starting with the side of the head first, just to show you what that looks like. And then we're gonna continue it. I'm gonna do the other side too. Take the little end. It's a very cute little head. All right. We're blending. And there we have a little fade.
Mm-hmm. So, Natalie, if you still want to show us your sister's drawing, you can. Where
Yeah.
are you?
Yeah.
But after that, we gotta go because I know you guys. There's a lot of you guys. Some people already left. Here we go. So cute.
Yes. I love the bangs.
Yes, thank you for sharing. Kaiser, you can also show us. Where is Kaiser?
Kaiser.
Oh, Kaiser, I'm gonna spotlight you right now.
Ooh, yay.
Very cool.
Yes.
Okay, so
that
we're
volume in that hair though. I love it.
I do like it. So let me just say, I am really sorry. I know we're both a little like sorry that it took so long, but as you can see,
We have so
there's
many.
such a variety.
Yeah.
So many different hairs. And we just want to make sure that we get all of you guys because you all have to define your portrait with you and what you look like. Also, you have to understand that with each beautiful little detail, you know, there is a difference in how to show them.
And so we are very proud of all of you for trying and for giving it your all. Yes, Isaiah. I saw Isaiah have his mic off for just a moment. Did you want to say something, Isaiah?
No, I did. When are you guys gonna do an adult class?
We have to.
we could.
We've talked about doing podcasts and live
Like
sip and paints.
Yeah.
So that's for the adults, and we'll talk about that for our own business. But
Yeah.
Neighborhood United is for the kids.
No, because you know I'm down.
Bye.
Yes.
Of course. Bye, Kaiser. Thank you for staying with us. Everyone else, thank you so much for coming. For our new people, thank you for staying around. We're sorry we went over time, but we're so happy you guys stuck with it. And we can't wait to see you next week.
Yes.
Bye, Owen.
Oh,
Sniff. Bye. We'll see you next week. It's okay.
For next week, we are we'll go over drawing, but we are hoping to get into digital.
Yes.
So we'll have something new to try for next week.
Bye, Nirvan. Bye. Prisha, I love your fish. Bye, Sally. Bye, Zaya.
Bye.
And Natalie's sister, thank you so much for showing. They
Yes.
look so good. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yes, Sally, you have a question?
Yes, Mama.
What's up?
You know, my eyes are not actually black; they brown.
Oh. Yeah, so when we get into color, Sally, that's going to be really important to note, right? So we won't use black, we'll use brown since you have brown eyes.
And that's where we'll use the digital.
Yeah.
My hair is brown too.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. And then we'll do characteristics, glasses, earrings, accessories, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Bye, Sally. Bye, Natalie.
Oh, I'm like, I'm not even on camera. Oh my God. So I was like, oh my God. Hello, Hussein and Hussein.
Hello.
Hussein and
What's up? I was at brunch. I just finished my brunch food.
That looked so, it looked so empty.
It was a chicken sandwich. I just bodied it. Oh, this is my boy. Let me actually. What's the recording?
Is it still recording?
I don't know how to stop the recording, but anyway. But yeah, this is my boy Moyo.
Hi.
Happy birthday.
Nah, these are our teachers. But yeah,
My job to see.
he said students. Yo, y'all heard? You said, those
We
are
were just
students.
talking.
Yo,
We were just talking about this
disrespectful,
morning.
right?
How we felt like we were aging. Now I
that's
guess.
mad disrespectful. You thought y'all were students.
Yeah.
My bad. I apologize.
Oh, it's okay.
You're fine. You're fine.
You're fine.
Lord. Compliment.
They're old ass women.
Yeah. But thank you guys so much.
Yes,
We finally finished the drawing lesson.
I know.
we're gonna take a picture and send it if you wanna.
So I could email it to all the kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
They're boring as
I'll do some close-ups of them. That way they can see us. And then
Got you.
for next week, hoping to do some digital, like tints and tones, so they can bring it down. And
Who in this? Nah, imagine if he came.
I knew that wasn't going.
That makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was really
All right.
I can see them on the double date with being.
All right, guys. Thank you.
You have fun. We'll keep you posted on tonight. Let us know.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna text you guys.
Each other, but I don't think they're friends.
All right. Bye.
Bye.